community of people dedicated to using spiritual and practical principles to create lives we want to live. Northern Lights Center for Spiritual Living offers practical and spiritual tools to make positive changes in our lives. Our promise here is to reveal, inspire, uplift, celebrate, and magnify what? Your greatness.
Hey!
We acknowledge our presence here on the traditional and unceded lands and waters of the First People of Seattle, the Duwamish and coastal Salish peoples. These people are still here, and we join with them in how they continue to honor and bring to light their ancient heritage. We seek to resist the erasure of Indigenous histories as we work towards honoring and inviting the truth. In a similar fashion, we acknowledge how much of what we know in this country today, its culture, economic growth and development throughout history and across time, has been made possible by the labor of enslaved Africans and their ascendants, who suffered the horrors of transatlantic trafficking, chattel slavery, and Jim Crow. We also name the Asian and Chicano people who toiled with little recognition. We are indebted to their labors and sacrifices, and we acknowledge the tremors of that violence throughout the generations and the resulting impacts that can still be felt and witnessed today. Please join me for our opening song, In This Very Room by Ron and Carol Harris.
In this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world. And there's quite enough peace and quite enough power to walk through our every fear. Oh, Spirit, sweet Spirit, is in this very room. In this very room. Oh. Well, they're a little light on the heavy on the top.
Okay. There we go.
Flowers just bloomed.
Making the flowers fall over.
No roots.
They have roots, they're just different roots.
Yeah.
They're plastic roots. They're plastic imaginary roots. Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So before we begin the meditation, please have paper and pen available. So this is going to be a writing meditation. And just go with the process. And so I'm going to have, just so you know what's coming, there are going to be 3 different areas that we're going to be looking at. Please stay within the area that we're talking about or writing about at that time. There's power in writing, and you'll have a list to have with you to add to if you choose to look at when you need to, and to post, to do whatever you want to with. So Maestro, can we have some music? Yes. Your strand, Maestro.
Oop. That too loud? Okay. I'll know what this is.
So we start with taking some nice deep breaths. So let's breathe in. How was that?
Interesting.
Interesting. We're going to hear more. Okay, so this morning's read comes from my phone, surprise, surprise. And the name of it is 5 Gratitude Tips to Build Abundance. And it's by Sarah. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name. I will send it to Reverend Mykal if you guys want it. Otherwise, we can just all listen to it and enjoy it. An abundance in gratitude equals an abundance in life. We share 6 gratitude tips that can transform your life for the better. I was taught at a young age the power of please and thank you, expressing this outwards to others as a politeness and appreciation tactic showed class and proper manners. What I learned at a later age was the power of thank you to build abundance, create connection, and develop inner wisdom. Boost happiness and enhance your well-being is the next topic. Expressing gratitude is a powerful way to cultivate positivity and enhance our overall well-being. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you, it's about genuinely acknowledging the kindness, support, and generosity that others have shown us. In addition to verbal expression, there are various tools available that can help us express gratitude in creative ways. From digital platforms that allow us to send virtual thank you cards to gratitude journals that encourage daily reflection, these tools serve as reminders of the importance of expressing appreciation regularly. Discover practical tools for expressing your appreciation authentically and experience firsthand how embracing gratitude can transform your life for the better. Why gratitude helps. Why is gratitude so important? Gratitude shifts our focus from what may be lacking in our lives to what we already have. In a world that often focuses on what is lacking or negative, taking the time to acknowledge and appreciate the good in our lives can have a profound impact. By practicing gratitude, we develop a positive outlook and become more attuned to the abundance surrounding us. This mindset fosters resilience, reduces stress levels, and strengthens relationships with others. But why is this so important? When we express gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. It allows us to appreciate the small joys, accomplishments, and relationships that enrich our lives. Gratitude helps us find contentment in the present moment and fosters a sense of abundance. Moreover, expressing gratitude has been linked to improved mental health, increased happiness levels, reduced stress, stronger relationships, and even better physical health. It reminds us of the interconnectedness of humanity and encourages empathy toward others. How to express gratitude. Gratitude tools and tips can help us cultivate this positive mindset and make gratitude a daily practice. From a gratitude journal to meditation apps, there are various resources available that can assist us in expressing gratitude regularly. Expressing gratitude is a powerful app that can bring joy and positivity into our lives. It not only benefits the recipient of our appreciation, but also has a profound impact on our own well-being. If you're looking for ways to express gratitude, here are some tools and tips to help you along the way. 5 gratitude tips to build abundance. What everybody's waiting for. Drum roll, please. Thank you. Remembering expressing gratitude is not just about saying thank you. It's about fostering deeper connections with those around us and embracing the positive aspects of our lives. So use these 6 tips as inspiration and start spreading gratitude today. Number 1, start with a grateful mindset. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude by consciously acknowledging the things you are thankful for in your life. You can do this in the morning and evening upon waking up and before going to sleep to induce the thoughts into your subconscious brain, developing deeper levels of positive impact. Number 2, write a thank you note. Take the time to write a heartfelt message expressing your gratitude to someone who made a positive impact in your life. Whether it's a friend, family member, or colleague, this personal touch will be deeply appreciated. Number 3, practice active listening. Show genuine interest in others and their experience by actively listening to them. Pay attention to their words, validate their feelings, and respond with empathy and understanding. Notice how your connection deepens with others with time, creating a positive impact on your relationship. Number 4, use gratitude apps or journals. There are various digital tools available that can help you cultivate gratitude daily. These apps provide prompts for reflection or offer space for recording moments of appreciation in your life. When you need it most, look back on your thoughts and prior musings as a reminder of all that you have. Number 5, perform random acts of kindness. Spread gratitude by performing small acts of kindness for others without expecting anything in return. I repeat, without expecting anything in return. It can be as simple as holding the door open for someone or offering assistance when needed. Watch this effortlessly grow your own positive life, attracting more of a similar generous energy back to you. Reflections about gratitude. I know they said 6, but there were only 5, so I don't know.
Well, they said 5, at one point and then they went to 6.
6, okay, well, they didn't proofread. But anyway, we could all think.
We're grateful
So
that
we're grateful
there's
for the
another
5.
6 one somewhere.
Yeah, there's a 6. You get to create
Right.
your 6.
It's to create your 6, and you get to be grateful for your creativity to create a 6.
Exactly. Okay, reflections about gratitude. Looking back and reflecting on the power of gratitude, one can't help but be filled with a sense of awe and appreciation. Expressing gratitude is not just a simple act, but rather a transformative mindset that has the ability to shape our lives in profound ways. There is nothing too big, nor more importantly, too small to be grateful for. The smallest token of gratitude in your life can be a seed for a giant tree to grow from. When we take the time to acknowledge and appreciate the blessings that have come our way, we open ourselves up to a world of positivity and abundance. It's in these moments of reflection that we truly understand how it feels to be grateful. Gratitude has the remarkable ability to shift our focus from what may be lacking in our lives to what is already present. It allows us to see the beauty in each day, even amidst the challenges. When we express gratitude, we cultivate a mindset of abundance and attract more reasons to be thankful. To start, this doesn't make sense. To start, get you started on a gratitude practice, okay? Make a list of things you're grateful for right now in this moment. Jot these things down on paper and use as a daily reflection. Remember, nothing is too small to be grateful for. It's all a matter of perspective that can grow exponentially. And so it is. You guys already have your list, so you've already done the homework.
And if you would send that,
Oh, you want me to send it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will do that.
'cause
Thank you.
that way I could listen without trying to write two at the same time.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, thank you.
Morning. I need more paper. Where did you get that wonderful paper?
Oh, here, you can use these backside. There's good. Okay, first of all, oops. Da-da-da.
So we have our declaration, which we say 3 times. We are an expanding and loving community, working in a field of infinite potential.
We are an expanding and loving community, working in a field of infinite potential.
And finally,
We are an expanding and loving community, working in a field of infinite potential.
so we have this month's chant, which gives you some easy things to be thankful for right off the top of your head. If you're ever like in doubt, it's like if you come back to this chant. Thanks for the air that I breathe. Thanks for the food that I eat. Thanks for the bed where I sleep. Thanks for the people I meet. Thanks for the stars in the sky. Thanks for the creatures that fly. Thanks for each movement I take. Thanks for each moment that makes the abundance filling my life. So please join in if you'd like. Thanks for the air that I breathe. Thanks for the food that I eat. Thanks for the bed where I sleep. Thanks for the people I meet. Thanks for the stars in the sky. Thanks for the creatures that fly. Thanks for each movement I take. Thanks for each moment that makes the abundance filling my life. Now we can do. Thanks for the air that you breathe. Thanks for the food that you eat. Thanks for the bed where you sleep. Thanks for the people you meet. Thanks for the stars in the sky. Thanks for the creatures that fly. Thanks for each movement you take. Thanks for each moment that makes the abundance filling your life. Now we. Thanks for the air that we breathe. Thanks for the food that we eat. Thanks for the bed where we sleep. Thanks for the people we meet. Thanks for the stars in the sky. Thanks for the creatures that fly. Thanks for each movement you take. Thanks for those moments that make the abundance filling our life. Thanks for the air that I breathe. Thanks for the food that I eat. Thanks for the bed where I sleep.
people I meet. Thanks for the stars in the sky. Thanks for the creatures that fly. Thanks for each moment I take. Thanks for each moment that makes the abundance filling my life. The abundance filling my life. Let's give it a little tune as I zip around the room. And good morning, all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And now it's time to give a good little song.
In fact, he has more caffeine than
I just looked them up.
coffee.
Okay.
We've had it, yes, before.
We turn it up a little bit.
In my life, remembering that I'm grateful for, takes away my anger and my strife, takes away my anger and my strife. So I wanna thank you, I thank you, I thank you. So I wanna thank you, I thank you, I thank you for my life.
Fishes. You gonna get one? No, we didn't get to see it. The fish is grateful.
I want to do it so much.
The days I give all the things in my life, remembering that I'm grateful for, takes away my anger and strife, takes away my anger and strife.
that was Yona Yellow Road. Everybody's a guest.
Oh, yeah.
She has some great music. I want to thank Stephanie for warming everybody up with the talk. She, usually taps into it. It's very good. And in that video there, the thing I wanted more than anything in the world is be that eagle. And just I mean, it just, I'm watching it and it's just, I can feel it. That freedom, that air, and just something I could put on my future growth. Maybe if there's reincarnation, I can do that as an eagle. Or, I don't want to be a crow.
A crow, you said?
I don't care to be a crow. So, today we're talking about abundance this month. And Thanksgiving is coming up. And November has been designated by several different organizations and whatever as a month of gratitude. And on AA, that's when we celebrate gratitude in November. And the title of my talk, it was supposed to be something else, but of course, we have the flexibility of changing it, of redoing it. And mine is abundance starts with gratitude. And gratitude is something that can center us when we're in turmoil, anxiety, or whatever. If we just stop and if we can, in the midst of that, just think of one or two things that we're grateful for. And like Stephanie said somewhere in the reading, was it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be, a gigantic thing like a house or a car. It can be just maybe the sun coming through the clouds, or the birds flying by, or the matter that you're breathing. That's not really a small one. That's a pretty big one. So I looked up gratitude, it was abundance, and because I want to see exactly what they say about it. And it says the state or condition of having a copious quantity of something, a plentifulness. And we always say in our prosperity prayer,
Offertory state.
offertory.
Yeah, that works too.
Copious, we use that word copious, and I love that because it's just so different. Another thing it says, it is not about the most, but having enough. And then focus on holistic well-being and balanced existence. The idea of sometimes we think we have to have tons of this and that and whatever, or billions of dollars. I cannot imagine billions of dollars. I mean, that's not even in my. Maybe that's why I don't have billions of dollars, because that's not in my stream of consciousness. Maybe I need to shift that a little bit. But it's to be grateful for what we have now, and like and what we have had in our lives. I mean, I was sitting as Stephanie was going through her that list. Some things popped up in my head that when I was in my 20s. For all rights, I shouldn't be here. For the way I lived in my 20s, I should not. And I go back and the gratitude that I had to feel to move through that and basically into a new life. It is just something that I do not forget, and I don't want to forget, because I'm grateful for those. Like sometimes we have to be grateful for the negative in our lives too, because the negative sometimes what it does, it gets us gets us going, it might spark something new. And Dr. Holmes said that Jesus was not the great exception, he was the great example. When we let go of thoughts of lack and limitation of our humanness, only looking at life from a very limited perspective of the conditions, we can shift and move to place within where we are one with Spirit. But we are one with Spirit. And if we can move past our limitations, I mean, so many times we think, oh, I can only do this much or that much or whatever, that you're limited. We aren't, we're unlimited. Because God, Spirit, whatever you want to call it, is limitless. The universe is limitless. And us being energy, we are limitless. We can do anything. The power of gratitude to manifest is one of the easiest and best ways to attract abundance into our lives. Gratitude is one of the most important tools you can use to bring more of what you want into your life. So what do you want in your life? And like Stephanie had us write down what we're grateful for in the future, or what is coming to us. And there were a few things in there that I found interesting that came up. And if we do that instead of going on the negative route, that oh, woe is me, I don't have this, I don't have that. But flip that and say, what do I have? Do you have a roof over your head?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have food on the table? Can you walk? Can you talk? Can you breathe? Are you breathing? I mean, that's something to be damn grateful for. I mean, unless you want to go somewhere else on the other side, that's a different story. Using gratitude to manifest abundance works so well because what you focus on expands, and that's not just a positive. I mean, I think we want to believe it's just a positive that expands, but it's like I know people that this happens, and every time you talk to them, then something more happens, and kind of drags you down into that mire of anguish and despair, maybe sometimes. So by simply being grateful and focusing on what you're really grateful for, you naturally align and open yourself up to receiving more good that you have coming to you. Choosing to practice gratitude daily is a simple law of attraction. It's a tool that has the power to change your mindset and drastically improve your life. That's one thing we need to shift. A lot of times, shift our mindset. Our little saying is change your thinking, change your life, and that's true. And you can do that in a moment. Changing, if you I know one thing that gets me sometimes gets me going, like after the election and stuff, when I have to say for myself, feeling like crap, to put it bluntly. There's some things on the internet, and sometimes the internet is not healthy, but there are other things on there, like watching these puppies and kittens play.
Mm-hmm.
Babies laughing gets me going. I mean, it just does something, and that's changing your mindset there and changing the way you feel. You could go on and watch something like that. Maybe keep a little file with all these things in there, so in case of emergency, I need to tap into. I need a little laughter today, a little joy. So choosing to practice gratitude daily, it can drastically improve your life. And I know that when I stop and try to be, to be grateful, think of something to be grateful for, my body changes in some way or form. I don't know, I can't explain it, but it does. When you feel grateful, you vibrate at a different frequency that is in alignment with what you're already grateful for and with the things that you want to manifest. So when you're grateful, your body, gets in, it's like a tuning fork. It gets in the frequency of abundance. The power of gratitude for manifesting abundance is undeniable. Being grateful attracts abundance in your life because it raises your vibrations and energy to put you in alignment to receive more of what you're already grateful for. It also aligns you and allows you to be open and ready to receive the things that you want to manifest. So you need to be open. Ernest Holmes says, to be open at the top. And this is to be open like in your heart too, in your mind, in your heart, open to receive. It's like, you want more clothes, clean out your closet, make room for something. Sometimes people do something a little different. They just take a room and make it a closet. So,
Yeah, that would be me.
and you have all these clothes in there, and go through and think about how many times you wear this or that, and I can't get rid of that yet. That's so pretty, or whatever. But sometimes and same within us, we have to let go of certain things, especially our thoughts and beliefs are limitation. We need to kick them to the curb, because do they do any of us any good? I don't think so. So Ernest Holmes stated that the spirit is the source of supply and substance in forever taking form. Our supply is never limited to any particular channels. All the possibilities of the infinite being exist for us right now. There never can be any less. There never will be any more. I believe that, there is enough. And that's the idea sometimes. I know some of us, including me, that, you think if I get all this good stuff or whatever, then Jeffrey won't get his, or Stephanie won't get hers, and that's, I know we believe that, but it's not true. There's enough to go around. And to get that enough and to spread it around, Wayne Dyer, I always want to call him Dryer, I don't know why. Give him a sheet here, Dryer sheet. Abundance is not something we acquire. It is something we tune into. I found that quite interesting because it's not something that, acquire, it's something that we tune into. We're tuned into abundance. And so where's that abundance going to go? It's going to come flowing in. Easy ways to practice gratitude to manifest. Even though the concept of gratitude is simple. A lot of things in this life are simple, but not necessarily easy. It can be tough to practice daily. In today's society, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life and forget to take a step back and be grateful for what we have. And we're moving into a season now. We had the election, and there was a lot of stuff around that. And now we're moving into Thanksgiving, and then into the Christmas, or whatever you want to call it, season, holiday season. It's still Christmas to me. Where we get caught up in so much stuff, so much activity and busyness. And we forget that one little, word, those two little words, thank you. Who was it said that? If the only prayer you say today is thank you, it's enough. And being thankful, and just saying that, you don't have to direct it at anybody. You can just say it to the universe, because the universe is always listening. You just say thank you, and allow it to come from the heart, come from that place of inside you that is truly, sincerely grateful. One of the ways is to say, I just said it, thank you to Spirit. And Stephanie said it. Stephanie, just say thank you. You know, that's the one thing that it's a simple act of gratitude can easily open the door to even more abundance. Because gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions we can feel. It creates a positive vibration that attracts more good into our lives. Jeffrey reminds us every now and then about the gratitude letter, about writing gratitude letter to Spirit, to the universe, or whatever. Just write it while you're writing it, and then you read it out loud. And so there's two ways of putting it out there. And I love to take notes. Sometimes I go back to read my notes and I don't know what the heck they're reading. I knew when I wrote down what they meant, because that way I can be reminded of what I heard, because what I heard meant something. It was important to me at the time. And so I think if I go back to that point, say when somebody is talking, and I write a certain thing down, and, oh, okay, I know I heard something, and go back and there it is. And so just write a simple thank you to the divine, thanking for what you have in this day. Choose gratitude in every situation. Now I know I read that, I go, oh yeah, okay, that's a little tough one. It can be tough. I mean, if we choose to be tough, it will be tough. Choosing to be grateful, thankful helps you to continue practicing gratitude even in tough situations. Like, you're on the road, you're stuck in traffic. Oh, I'm never going to get there. Does that help? Mm-hmm. But maybe by saying, thank you for this car to drive, that I have gas in it, or I have electric battery, I'm charged. Find the little things that look around and like the birds, I don't say the bees, but the birds and the bees. I love the bees too. Just in any situation, even challenging ones, if we can just, all of this is us just stopping. What's his name? Bob Newhart. Stop it. Just stop in your tracks and take a breath in. Because every time we do that meditation, I have to say this because we do those like 3 breaths in, and by the time I'm done with that third one, any anxiety or whatever is in me is gone. And I'm feeling like this sense of peace and relaxation. And that I'm grateful for, because there's times in my life when you get all that, and if we can just stop and try to do that, it'll change the way we feel at the moment. Even though we're still stuck in traffic, I get a chance to listen to this CD or this talk or whatever. And Stephanie said it too. Keeping a gratitude journal. It's good to hear repetitive times, because we need to do things at least 3 to 10 times, I think, before it sinks in. Keeping a diary or daily gratitude journal is another powerful tool that can help you manifest your intentions. By taking time to write down what you are grateful for each day, you are training your mind to focus on the abundance that you already have in your life. And like with anything, practice. I mean, I know there's so many things I start, and I know they're good, they're good, like maybe exercise program or whatever. And if we don't keep it up, we're not going to do it anymore. But it's practice, and the mindset that you want to achieve a certain goal, and how you're going to get it, and it's by practicing. So by practicing being grateful and writing it down, it'll just become natural. It'll become like your everyday, like getting up or going to bed. Grateful people, Stephanie put on this, and I'm going, oh, she's got to talk. Good. Grateful people are more likely to behave in a pro-social manner. even when others behave less kind. It's interesting how, people can come up and say something, jerky or whatever to you, and, you just say, oh, thank you. Or, and I know there's some comebacks, but I can't think of them right now, and I did write them down, but I've seen them, where, I saw this clip today, and this woman saying to this older gentleman, said, you always seem so peaceful and quiet and whatever. And he says, that's because when somebody says something to me or argues with me, I say, yes, you're right. And I go on my way. I'm not arguing back with them. I'm just saying, okay, you're right. And they may be right, they may be wrong, who knows? But he's just choosing his choice to let them be right and not get all caught up in the BS of the day, And I thought that was really cool. I really liked it. I had to listen to it a few times because, okay, that's so short and so apropos. The grateful people experience fewer aches and pains, and they report feeling healthier than other people. Well, one thing I think, if you're being grateful, you're not focusing on your aches and pains. Because if you focus, like again, if you keep focusing on them, and it's gonna you might bring more. You just might. And then grateful thoughts can help you get a great night's sleep. That's one thing I definitely have to keep on trying. And Dr. Holmes wrote this is on Thanksgiving. Are you and I giving thanks, praising the increase? Are we grateful? Oh, are we gratefully acknowledging the good we wish to experience? Or are we condemning the little things in our lives so that they cannot multiply in our hands? After all, it is really the little things that count. And a lot of times in life, it is the little things. Like you just saying hello to somebody, in the store, on the street. That can change their day, because they may, they be walking, you never know what's going on. And just to say hello might just, oh my God, somebody recognized me, and it's such little, like I think Stephanie said about holding the order for somebody. Or, just, I can't think about it, just a smile, a gesture, nice gesture. So it's the little things in life that really add up to the creation and the attraction of the big things. So how does gratitude help the manifestation? Gratitude helps manifestation because being grateful puts you in that state of natural abundance and aligns you with those things you want to attract. And I've repeated that a few times about the things you want to attract. Because if you hear it often enough, maybe you'll sleep in. It's like sleeping with one of those CDs that you're meditating at night while you're sleeping, with whatever it's programming your mind. So if you hear things often enough, I need to look inside. Sometimes I'll hear it. And one time you're in a state of mind where, just like, I don't have time for that. Gratitude allows you to see and feel the positive experience of the abundance in your life and that which you need. If you are willing, or if you are having trouble manifesting your desires, try practicing gratitude each hour. Not each minute, that gets a little, that can be a little cumbersome, but just try that, or each day. Let's start with the whole day. Someday just, we used to write down, what you're grateful for, 10 things, or 5 things, or 3 things, or 2 things that you're grateful for this day. And if you look back at it, it'll probably increase as you go through. To sum this up, gratitude is a powerful tool that you can easily practice daily to help you manifest abundance. So if you start with gratitude, being grateful, be thankful for what we already have. Be thankful for what's coming in. And it may not look exactly like you want it to look, and you think it should look. But I believe the universe knows better than me. I can say sometimes. But I do believe that. I believe that the divine knows what the good I need. Be thankful for the good and the bad moments of life, as they all contribute to your growth. Let gratitude be your guide, and abundance will follow. So start now by expressing gratitude for all the good in your life, and allow yourself to enjoy the positive impact and abundance coming your way. So this week, I invite you to practice the attitude of gratitude. Changing your mind, changing your thoughts, and changing life. So practice the attitude of gratitude. Do you have an affirmation somewhere? That's the good. Oh, first I must show this. I like this. This is Jesus and the fishes and the says, one party says, I can't eat that, I'm vegan. And then it was, has that fish been tested for mercury? Is gluten-free? And if sometimes somebody's giving us something, and we just can't say thank you. I mean, that's the one thing in life. It is so hard sometimes when somebody gives, for me, I mean, like a compliment. And I always have to come up butt, I need to kick that butt to the curb. So yeah, this is, I thought this was cute. Okay, so our affirmation. I
I'm grateful that Spirit is my abundant source and supply. I am grateful that Spirit is my abundant source and supply.
One more time.
I am grateful that Spirit is my abundant source and supply.
And
So it is.
I speak in good English.
You speaking good English?
I speak. Go ahead. It works so well. Okay, so I'm not going to. Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry about that. This is from that beautiful soul, which I love that.
Grateful for what you have right now. You will soon have more to be grateful for. And it's so true. When you send out those feelings of gratitude, what happens? You become instantaneously happy in this moment. When you're grateful and happy with life as it stands today, So many more things will flow into your life to be happy and grateful for. And the reverse is also true. If you feel like there's nothing to be grateful for, what are you focused on? You're focused on everything you don't want. You're focused on everything you don't have. And what you then think you will attract into your experience. Exactly. More of what you don't want. Make your mission to sit down every day and become grateful. Get grateful for the two gifts you have called eyes. Many aren't so lucky. Get grateful for the ears that can hear this music. Get grateful for the person in your life that's made a difference. Get grateful for your tough times because they help develop your strength and spirit. Get grateful for your life. There is so much to be grateful for. There's something to be said about being appreciative and grateful. You know, whether you're thanking God or life, or whether you're looking to a person in your world and just saying thank you, there's something really special about that. I mean, there's something very real about moments where you can just be by yourself and look at your life and just say thank you. You know, thank you for this gift. Thank you for this ride that I'm on. Thank you for this journey. And a lot of people go through their life without experiencing the beauty of these moments. Your life, although perhaps filled with many imperfections, is still an experience. It's an experience that people in their final moments would do anything just to grasp onto for a little while longer. Can you imagine, as you hear this, there are people who are having their final breaths, taking their final breaths on this planet, looking back at their lives and wishing they could have done more. Meanwhile, we have this experience. We're alive, we're breathing air, our hearts are pumping, our brain is doing billions of operations per second just to keep the game going for us. We can't find reasons to be grateful for that. We can't, as human beings, be appreciative for that. There's an entire spectrum of life you are missing out on when you don't take moments to just feel. Just feel. Just create moments of gratitude within yourself, just for the sake of being appreciated, for the sake of being alive. That alone will change your life. That will make you human again. That will disconnect you a little from this game of consumerism and this dog-eat-dog world we've allegedly created. That will disconnect you from the insanity of this society, and it will reconnect you with something greater than yourself. And I don't care what you call it God, call it the universe, call it life or magic. When you begin to be appreciative for life, there is a certain power that will bring you even more reasons to be appreciative. It's one of life's greatest paradoxes. When you're in a state of needing this and needing that, it doesn't matter how much you require, you will never have enough. When you can have the courage to be grateful for what you already have, life will bless you with even more. You know, you can decide in this moment to give it up. Give up the complaining, give up the blaming and the accusing, give up the gossiping and the whining, and instead realize you're on an incredible journey and fall in love with every second of it. That's when you'll truly come to life.